Hi and welcome to Young News Network. Today, Joel and I will be bringing you topics discussing all about part-time workers. And of course, we have invited a special guest here today, Mr. Michael Tan from yourparttime.com. Hi Michael.
Hi.
Yeah, so can you tell us a bit about yourparttime.com?
Okay, actually, yourparttime.com, we are specialists in online job matching, focusing on part-time and freelance jobs. So we are a platform for job seekers and employers to meet. Yeah.
What are the main aims towards it?
Actually, we can see today that the relevance of part-time jobs today, employers they are looking for part-timers, and also job seekers they are looking for part-time jobs. So I mean, there's still lack of a platform to get these two people together. So that's how we come in, and that's our role.
Okay.
So Michael, can you elaborate on how your system actually works?
Okay, on the job seeker side, for example, if a job seeker looking for a part-time job, what they can do is just to log on to www.yourparttime.com. Then they will actually register themselves there with their particular and also complete their resume by stating that where's their preferred location to work. Because for part-time job, location and also the preferred job is very important.
Okay.
Yeah, so they need to fill up their particular.
So what if I'm an employer and I want to search for part-time?
For employer, they still need to do the same thing, whereby they need to register an account, and the system actually they will have a panel to actually a feature to actually post up their jobs opening in our portal. So when they submit their posting, that it will be live at yourparttime.com for job seeker to apply for the job.
What about how do you screen your employers?
Okay, for employers, actually, we are for servicing line and also those employers from IT field, we are not really that particular. In fact, we do screen them by give them a call. We have person in charge of their account. Then we are, of course, for those, we are aware of that some companies, especially for those in data entry job, whereby job seekers have to pay a certain amount of fees to the employer. So when we see this kind of job, we actually will filter and we will call up to make sure that the job is legitimate. Yeah.
So far, is there any feedback from employers pertaining to the part-time workers they have employed?
Feedback from employer, we sometimes have complaints like employer mentioned that they're turning up late, or maybe they don't, although they mentioned that they want to come over for the interview, but they didn't turn up at all. So these are some of the complaints, probably because of people, job seeker thought it's a part-time job and they don't put in like commitment on that.
Well, actually, I had a chat with Gary Hong. He's in the soybean business, and actually he encountered bad experience with part-timers. Why not we had a view with his interview?
Yeah.
On my side of business, it's cash. We don't take credit, so it's very tempting when they handle cash on their own. There was 2 times where they actually just took the cash and left the stall alone. Yeah, there was a time where the part-time came just to look for the extra money just to head back hometown. It's when they're really in need. They come to work for like 3 days and 4 days, and they ask for, can we get an advance for that first few days? Then they just go.
So Michael, we heard feedback from our employers, and now we'd like to know feedback from employees, part-timers, sorry.
Okay, actually on our side, we have service we call it search and shortlist, whereby we help with behalf of the employer to shortlist the candidate for them. So when we actually speak with the the part-timers, they're actually very happy, and sometimes actually part-timers they don't work because of money, sometimes they work because of passion. So for example, when we gave the freelance job like web designing or maybe a designer's freelance job, in fact they are very happy because this is what they like to do, and they got a job. It's very rewarding. Yeah.
So yeah, well, let's just take a look at part-timer that we interviewed, Yvonne.
I earn 1,000 per month. Yeah, I earn 1,000 per month. Actually, they pay me 120 per day. So yeah, I can earn 1,000 per month. So actually, it can cover my living costs.
Well, Michael, so from the interview from Yvonne, we can see that she's a happy employee, but yet she still get her payment late and stuff like that. So how would you address this issue?
Okay, actually, what our advice to the part-timers is when they actually apply for the job, and usually employers will call them up for the interview. So if they have any question or they have any inquiries regarding the payment, or maybe regarding what they're going to, what is the job description on the part-time job, in fact, they should do it. They should ask the question to the employers. It's to avoid misunderstanding and end up they have been abused by the employer, probably because of late payment or maybe the salary that pay is not what as is stated in the job description. So they have to really find out and clarify with the employers.
Okay. So let's see another interview that we had with Crystal and see what she has to say about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
One reason is to get extra pocket money, to so that I can finance some of my personal expenses, and also another reason because I enjoy the job. It's a good experience to learn from, to teach you working skills.
Previously, as a part-timer, I was really unaware, but through research, I found that with a minimum of 10 ringgit a month that you earn, you're entitled for EPF.
Yeah.
And employees should pay their employees by the 15 days after the termination of contract.
Yeah.
So is there any follow-up system that you have between your employees and your employers?
Okay, what we have on our side is after, for example, job seeker part-timers get hired by the employers. Then after they work, the part-timers actually can rate the employer. The rating will be like how is the salary, the working environment, what they have learned, or is their hospitality really taken care. So that is the rating, the follow-up system that you mentioned.
So we actually do know that Starbucks, they hire a lot of part-timers.
Yeah.
And most of their part-timers are actually baristas.
Correct.
Okay, so let's take a look at interview we had at Starbucks.
Okay.
So for part-timers, there's no difference between whether you're a part-timer or whether you're a full-timer. So there's equal opportunity for all of them. Yes. Whether you're a part-timer or full-timer, you get both of this. And of course, as a company, we also offer medical. We also offer insurance. There's of course the other benefits, when you are working here, you get things like employee bean, you get employee beverage. So this is equal among all the partners, whether is it a part-timer or full-timer.
So what do you have to say to future employers and part-timers?
Okay, for employers, we find that studies have shown that by utilizing those freelance and also probably temporarily or contract workers, a lot that they can gain. In fact, they can get good people to work for them on probably on project basis, which they don't need to hire any full-timers. So for job seeker, part-time jobs is not only for the desperate, or maybe it's not only for those that really in need of job. In fact, part-time jobs, they can gain a lot of experience. It's one of the platform they can actually diversify their skills and talent because they try something very new.
I like the way you said when they said that it's not for desperate people only. Yeah, that's very true.
Correct.
Right.
Because last time, if someone work part time, then people will have a perception on you that are you really desperate, or you don't have money. So it's very different right now because you can see that a lot of people and working part time is become a norm today.
So okay, we come to the end of our segment. So thank you very much, Michael,
alright.
for sharing with us.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Angelreena Lim.
And I'm Joel Lim, reporting for YNN.
If it matters to you, it's a story for us.